Hello everyone, welcome to MockBank. Let us read this problem carefully. 8 friends are sitting around a square table in such a way that 4 of them sit at 4 corners of the square while 4 sit in the middle of each of these 4 sides. It also says that the ones who sit at the 4 corners face the center, while those who sit in the middle of the sides they face outside. So I have got this square, and the persons who are sitting on these corners, they're all facing towards the center. So I have got, say, this is how I'm going to represent them. They're all facing towards the center, and all these people who are sitting in the middle of each of 4 sides, they're all facing away from the center. Right? Now there is one thing that we must be having in our mind. So whenever people are facing towards the center, the left is the clockwise direction, and how about right? Right is the anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise. How about if persons are facing away from the center? Say this is facing away from the center. This exactly is going to be opposite of it. What does that mean? The left becomes anti-clockwise direction, and how about right? How about right? The right becomes clockwise. That is what one needs to have in one's mind. Let us start reading the problem now. P, who faces the center, sits third to the right of V. So P must be on one of the corners. Say this is my P over here. P is on the corner. Now it says that P, who faces the center, sits third to the right of V. Now let us see the position of third from left and right both. This is the first, second and third. If you go in this direction, third is a person who is facing outside the center. If you go in this direction, this is the first, second and third. Even in these two cases, the third place in clockwise and in anti-clockwise, in both of the cases you are having persons who are facing away from the center. These two positions is what we are getting. Right? Now in this case what is happening is, we have to have a person who is third to the right of P, has to be third to the right of V. Now if we take V to be here, now see this, if we take V to be here and this person V is facing away from the center, hence right is clockwise direction. So we have to go in this direction. So this is the first position, this is the second position, and this is the third position. Now we can say that P is third to the right of V. Had it been this position, you could have said that P is third to the left of V. So V for sure cannot be at this position. V has to be here. Why? Because these two positions are nothing but having persons facing away from the center. That's clear? Now let us go ahead with another information. Only one person sits between V and W, and it also says that T, who faces the center, is not an immediate neighbor of V. So T for sure is not an immediate neighbor of V, and now this T is facing the center. There are only 4 persons. If T cannot come over here at these 2 positions, T for sure will be coming over here, right? Only one person sits between V and W. So W could be here or W could be here. These are the 2 positions. So for sure W is facing away from the center. Is it not? It says that S sits second to the right of Q. Q faces the center. So Q is a person who is going to face the center. And S sits second to the right. So second to the right, can you see that these alternate positions are being occupied by persons who one is facing towards the center, the other is facing away from the center, and then towards the center and then away from the center. Now there has to be 2 persons between Q and S, and this problem says that Q has to be facing the center. So for sure S should also be facing towards the center. This is for sure. Do we have the clarity? Right. Now let us read this information once again. S sits second to the right of Q. If I take Q to be at this position, since Q is facing the center, can you see that if I have to take the right, I should be moving in the anti-clockwise direction, and over here this is T. So T is sitting over here, that hence Q cannot be here. Q has to be here. The moment you get Q over here, it says that S has to be to the second to the right of Q. If I take this position to be Q, T is over here, and that is not the case. So Q is over here and S is going to be here. Now the moment you get this done, now W could be over here. It also says that Q faces the center, R is not the immediate neighbor of P. If R is not the immediate neighbor of P, this position and this position, these 2 positions cannot be filled by R. Where could R be? R could possibly be over here. And the moment we take R to be here, our first statement was there is only one person who is sitting between V and W. So W for sure is going to be here. Now there is only one position that we are left with, that is Y. It is Y. Now I made some mistakes. Let me come to the problem. Yes. Now there are 4 persons, Q, P, T and S. They are sitting on corners of square table and facing towards the center. W, Y, R and V, these are the persons who are sitting along the sides of the square table and they are facing away from the center. That is where one has to have the clarity. Now it says that who sits second to the left of Q. Now let's see the questions. Second to the left of Q. Since Q is facing the center, how about left? If I have to look for left, I have to be going in the clockwise direction. And who is sitting over here? This person is nothing but P. The second question is, what is the position of T with respect to V? Now this is V and this is P. And now we don't even have to find it out. Can you see that P is sitting, this is the first, second and third, and since V is facing away from the center, this position is nothing but clockwise position is nothing but, how is this? Right. So P, oh, they are talking about T, not P. This is V and then T. Since we are moving in the anti-clockwise direction, this is left. So we can say that T is third to the left of P. I hope you have liked this video. I am going to solve some more problems in some other videos pertaining to sitting arrangement. Thank you for watching this. Bye bye and take care.